Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Welcome. Now, if you're on the speakerphone, make sure you don't have your speakerphone on and we'll get that feedback. But my goodness, guys, you hear all the family, all the wonderful people from around the globe, from the UK to Michigan, from New York to Atlanta, Washington, D.C., Maryland, North Carolina's in the house, California's in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Each and every one of you, once again, you have dialed into the Team Method Lifestyle Call. This is your host, Pastor Denise McDowell, my business partner, Pastor Dale. You know what? This is a great place to be here in 10 right now. There are so many wonderful things happening. I just can't. I'm almost unable to contain the joy. You know what? I'm not ready to scream right about now. I'm just so excited because so many great things are happening, and it's happening fast. And I'm telling you, if you have a vision within you, this is now time to let that vision be birthed. There's nothing that's stopping you from making it. You can do whatever you set your heart to do. You know, family, we are growing around the globe. I mean, really, we are growing in numbers. You have to imagine this. Within a very short period of time, our product, the 10 vitamin sprays, are going to be the number one household product around the globe. Not just here in the U.S., but around the globe. This is going to be the number one household product around the globe, and you all are part of that. Understand this. You all right now are the leaders of this company. You all are getting the word out. You're sharing it. People are coming to learn about the vitamin sprays, the vitamin D, the D Boost, the Super 10, the Slim by 10, and then soon the Cell Energy. You all are getting the word out, and you all are the leaders of this company. Right now, we have just about less than 1,000 people in our company right now, and those numbers are growing fast. But those thousands are going to grow into tens of thousands, and those tens of thousands are going to grow into hundreds of thousands, and those hundreds of thousands are going to go into millions of thousands, and on and on and on. And just imagine this, family, by you guys being some of the first, by us being some of the first to be in, do you know what that's going to look like a year from now? When you're in, when it's just 1,000, and a year from now we're looking at over millions of thousands being in our company. Can you imagine that? Already lives are being changed as a result of taking our vitamin sprays. Our regular commission checks are going out. Outrageous commission checks are going out daily on a weekly basis. BMWs, Mercedes-Benz are being given away. So within months, people are qualified for Mercedes-Benz and BMWs. Family vacations to Disney World are being won. Hundreds of iPads are being given away. All this is happening, and we just launched February the 8th. All this is already happening. Can you imagine? Do you see where we're going? And that's not to say the wonderful, life-changing testimonies that are coming forth as a result of taking these vitamin sprays. You all are in the right place at the right time, and you need to give God the glory because somebody has watched out for you and somebody is taking care of you, and you all are about to be blessed beyond your wildest imagination. Well, I'm going to stop here because I'm really trying to contain my joy, and I'm going to bring in my business partner, one-star Pastor Dale. Sir, are you there? Pastor Dale, you there?
I'm in. Yes, I am.
Well, I'm telling you, Pastor Dale, things are happening so great with this company. I'm telling you, we are so much in the right place at the right time.
Well, it makes me think about that song by the Maffattons. Ain't No Stopping Us Now.
Ain't no stopping us now.
Ain't no stopping us now. You know, we can no longer say it's less than 1,000 people in this organization because we have grown way beyond that number now, and it is rocking and rolling. I love it. You know, when we think back, as we were talking about going into February 8th, we were talking about how many people were going to start finding out about this business and this company and wanted to start using the product and being a part of it. And that's exactly what happened. You know, February 8th came, February 9th came, and the floodgates were open. And people began to join this company all over the country. And we're getting, you know, Pastor Denise, you and I, we got people from all around the world contacting us on Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn saying, when can we get this product? When can we get this company in our country? And, it's happening. It's happening just like we thought it would happen, that it would be just like pouring grease into a hot skillet and putting that popcorn kernel in there. It's just pop, 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 pop. It's happening all over the place. And when we look at individual teams, you have teams that are growing, that are starting their TTPs, doing their TTPs, and they're just growing. And it's really exciting to hear so many people saying, hey, can you come to North Carolina? Can you come to Dallas? Can you come here? Can you come there? Because our team is growing. We're ready to rock and roll. We want to go faster and further. And just to know that Mel and Amy have put on the accelerator, man, they're adding components and pieces to what we're doing all the time. And right now, as we get ready for May 17th, there's going to be some great things happening there, some great things released in May 17th. So you definitely want to get your ticket to 10 University in San Francisco, Treasure Island, May 17th. Big things happen at big events. So you want to make sure that you get to the big events. So we're really excited about what's happening in every one of your teams, because teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes, it does. And we have some wonderful testimonies on the call with us today. And we're going to go ahead and get this started, because I know you all love to call and hear about the great things that these awesome vitamin sprays are doing in the lives of others. And as we said, we cannot claim that the vitamin sprays we have can heal any condition that you're having. But what we can do is bring on some fantastic, beautiful people and have them to share with you their real-life testimony and how the vitamin sprays are helping or enhancing their health. So we have two great testimonies today. We're going to go out to Chino Hill, California, first of all, and we're going to bring in our wonderful, most loved business partner, Mr. Terry Whitener from Chino Hill, California. Terry, are you there, sir?
Yes, I'm here. As that song goes, I can't sing, but I feel good.
Oh, my goodness. That was pretty good.
They just need a spray now for singing, and I'll be all right.
That sounded pretty good, Terry. I don't know. That's why you got to know. I feel good.
Loud. Yeah, I do feel good.
Well, Terry, go ahead and share with us your story.
Okay. I went to the doctor last week and had my blood test done, and got the results back and went and discussed it with her yesterday. But first, I'd like to tell you where I started, and thank God for 10, because it has changed my life health-wise tremendously. Back in March of 2012, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. My A1C was at 12. My D level, I didn't have it checked then, but I wasn't getting in the sun. I hide. I was taking no supplements, nothing. So my D level, I would imagine, had to be around somewhere between 10 and 30. The doctor put me on metformin for the diabetes. I took it for 1 week. He told me I couldn't do anything to change it. I researched and saw that I could through diet and exercise, so I immediately changed my diet. I walked for 5 to 10 miles 4 to 5 times a week, and I got my A1C down to 9. Then in May of 2013, I was introduced to 10, and I started taking all the sprays at that time, and I began losing weight. I lost over 25 pounds. My D level went to 100 nanograms per milliliter, and my A1C went down to 7.2 with no medication and a little bit of walking, not quite as much as I had done in the beginning, but it came down from the sprays. And that was by October of 2013, which was 5 months. And then in October, my D level was at 67 because I had quit going in the sun and taking as much as I was. So now we'll fast forward to now. It was October when I had my last test, and I just got this one, so it was 6 months, almost to the day, minus 1 day. For the last 4 months of that 6, I have been totally abusing myself. Meaning I've been eating a lot of cookies, ice cream, candies, chocolate, tacos. I mean, I was telling myself I was really testing the sprays, pushing it to its limits, and I wanted to see what it could do so I could continue eating what I was doing. And I wasn't exercising or doing any of that, just eating and badly. My weight is still down 25 pounds, and I eat like a field hand, which is great. I mean, as far as being off 25 pounds, not eating like a field hand. And I don't recommend this to anybody. This is just what I did, okay? So what happened is through all of that abuse, you would think that I would be in real bad trouble. And I would have been had it not been for the sprays, because I take all of them. And my A1C went from 7.2 to 7.6. Okay, it went up, but only by four clicks. Right, with all that abuse. The great news is that my D level went from 67 nanograms to 114 nanograms per milliliter. Because I went back in the sun, I was getting more sun, and I was taking 4,000 to 5,000 from the spray every day. So my testimony is not what to do. You don't want to do what I did, but just a little more work of not eating all those cookies and everything, I could have probably been down to a 6. So I got to go back in August, and my diet is changing again. I'm getting back onto the wagon and doing what I should be doing and bring that back down. But without taking the sprays, my levels would have been up around 10 because that's how bad I was eating and abusing. And now I see what the results of that are. And I only got to change just a little bit. And by the way, that's no medications whatsoever. No metformin. My blood pressure is down. All the kidney, everything, the B12 is up. All the other things are really good. And I really pushed it. So they do work. They do keep you healthy if you just take it, but you can't not eat right. You have to do everything else along with it to make it work even better. So I'm extremely happy with the report. I was expecting, people have been asking me to give a testimony, and I go, well, let me go back and see what it is, because I knew what I was doing. And now that I finally got it, I'm happy. I know what I need to do moving forward. And without the sprays, I don't know where I'd be. But I feel good, lots of energy, and looking forward to doing our first TTP with Victoria, Veronica, and Bob up in Upland. And, and I'm going to have my 2 new people this week, so I'm going on the cruise May 17th.
Woo! That's good, Gary. That's good.
And I think my hair is getting thicker, because...
oh, my goodness.
I was cutting it short because it was so thin, and now it's getting longer, and I'm amazed every day I look at it, I go, I can't understand it. It looks like it's combing okay. So it's a little thicker, so I'm excited about what I'm doing with the sprays. And I promise you that this next 6 months or 4 months that I have to go through, I will be doing better. And I'm still going to eat what I want. And I haven't been on any particular diet, but I just need to cut out the cookies and everything and the candy and I will be doing fantastic. So looking forward to the next one when I can tell you that I am way down.
Wow. So you know, Terry, we got on you before around Christmas time about the biscuits and the gravy, right? Now it's the cookies and the candy. What are we going to do with you?
Yep.
We have to watch. We have to keep an eye on you and Jesse. Jesse done gone back to eat peach cobbler and ice cream, and now you cookies and candy. But, you know,
well, you can eat a little bit of it. You just can't eat it every day. And for the last 2 months, I mean, I had the Rocky Road and the
oh goodness,
I remember the other one almost every night. You know, and you just can't do that. But without the spray, I mean, I only went up a little bit. So that is, I think, fantastic.
You know, I think it's fantastic because you said you were not taking any medications at all.
No, nothing at all. And this time I wasn't even walking. And I've been through a lot of stress these last couple of months, and it's just amazing, I think, what the results are. So I'm extremely happy, and I'm really happy to get that D level back up over 100. And the doctor said, you know, not to go much more, but, you know, kind of keep it there. And I'm happy at that level, so I will keep that up and stay in the sun and keep spraying. Spraying and praying.
I tell you, that is a fantastic testimony. But you know what? I've been keeping an eye on you on Facebook, and I saw a picture that you posted last month where you were sitting at the poolside. I said, whoa, who is this young man right here? I'm like, my goodness. And you said your hair is getting thicker and you lost all this weight and you just hanging out by the pool in your little swim trunks and everything. And I can tell that the sprays have really brought a lot of joy and great things in your life. And that's a wonderful testimony, even though you kind of abused your eating. But you said the spray still kept you at 25 pounds off. And your vitamin D level has gone up, and your AC1 went up because of the way you were eating, but it only went up a few points. And I think that's an incredible testimony, incredible.
I'm feeling great. And like I said, the weight has really surprised me because, you know, we go to a meeting on Tuesday and Thursday night, and it gets out after 9, and we've been stopping and getting tacos, and I eat like 4 tacos, you know, late at night, and I eat a lot during the day because I love to eat, and I'm amazed. I keep looking and I go, it's nothing. You know?
Wow, I tell you.
Now I'm gonna, and that's only taking the Slim 8 sprays in the morning when I take all of my sprays. I keep forgetting to spray during the day before I eat. Okay, so I've got to start doing that, and I will start losing more weight. But it's just amazing. I love it.
Terry, this is a fantastic testimony. I do not suggest you all go out and eat tacos late at night or cookies and candy. But that's a wonderful testimony, Terry. And hang around. I know Pastor Dale got some things he wanted to ask you. But before we do, we're going to bring in our next testimony, and then we'll ask you questions. But let's hear from Samantha. Samantha, you here with us this morning, lady? She's unmuting.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Well, good morning to you. We've been trying to catch up with you, lady. How are you doing?
I know. I'm doing really good. I'm excited about 10. Really excited. We just had a great TTP at Grace Worship Center last night with guest speaker, Mr. Don Joseph.
Wonderful.
Yeah, Don is such a really inspirational speaker. And, I mean, really, we had the spirit in that worship center last night.
Wow.
It was fantastic, and I was able to get my testimony there, too. Now, I gave my testimony, I think, a few weeks ago on the morning call, but and I've have some new things to actually add to it that are really exciting.
Well, we are waiting to hear from you. Go right ahead and share.
Okay, well, basically, I'll let everybody know, and people who are new, basically, I'll give a little background. I'm a mother of 2. I have 2 twin sons, and they have autism, and now both of them have seizure disorder now. Both of them have it now. Last week I had a scare when I was on Pat Lowe's call. I had to run off the call because my son, the other twin, I found him face down convulsing. And he had hit his head, and so I had to run off the call and go straight to ER with him. So now they have, they share that, and as you heard, the vitamin D is when you're deficient in that, they're linking that to autism, and I've been in touch with 2 alternative medicine pediatricians who are basically validating this. They do research at Stanford, and my rheumatologist gave me all this information concerning my boys. On top, he discussed other things with me besides me. So, yes, if I would have I just found out I was vitamin D deficient in 2011. So you can imagine I've been deficient for years, and what it did was take a toll on me. I'm an entertainer, so I'm on the stage a lot in Vegas or Reno or wherever. I've been all over the Midwest. So, I mean, for me to go from walking and singing and just giving everybody a great time or praising the Lord, I mean, wherever I am singing, basically I went from that to being either sometime in a wheelchair to a walker and a cane. So I went from just being on my feet to not being on my feet. I was told I had starving bone syndrome, and I actually broke a tooth with just eating a potato chip. Just one little potato chip. I broke a tooth. I was on 3 blood pressure meds. I go through treatment. I got diagnosed with what's called ankylosing spondylitis, which attacks. It's kind of like rheumatoid arthritis, and I'm already a cancer survivor, so you can imagine that when I was told I had this, it meant when you see on the presentation when they talk about dermatomyositis, and that's the muscle inflammation and also inflammation in the body. I have over 20 years of experience in the medical field. I worked internal and women's surgeries, and I've also been a pharmacist for 7 years. So I did pharmacy first. So to know that you're in this position, when it's you, it's kind of hard. So I had to kind of take over because one facility, I don't want to mention them, but they want to give me pain pills. And I was in extreme pain, and I knew that this was not the correct thing to do. So I had to kind of take over and say, give me a referral to an orthopedic. And by the time I got there, they said I had starving bone syndrome, but I had pretty much no vitamin D present in my body. And I fell off a treadmill. I pretty much almost broke a limb, and with my tooth breaking, folks, that's just a chip, and so they don't really test it in you. I'm a witness to that. I drew a lot of blood. I did a lot of EKGs on people, too, who were, I'm pretty sure that a lot of these people were deficient, and I only remember probably 2 tests in my years that I checked off on the lab requisition that said vitamin D when I was drawing blood, and I only remember really filling 2 prescriptions for actual prescription vitamin D, because usually the doctors will say, here, just go take some vitamin D. They won't even give them a maintenance dose. They'll just say, take vitamin D. If people don't really know what to do or if they know they're getting enough. And that was my case. I have, the proof. And so now, since then, I started taking the vitamins. My husband is in the business. And so once he got in, he gave me the vitamin D first. I took that, and that I felt it, because if you don't have anything really in your body, especially, I didn't take vitamins. Like I said to the church last night, I said, now I'm going to be straight with you guys. The last time I took some maintenance dose vitamins is when my mother gave me the Flintstone chewable vitamins, me and my sister. That's the last time I was consistently taking vitamins. And I know better because I'm a healthcare professional, and we are the worst patients out there, right? We are. And so, I took it, and I did feel, you can feel it because it's in your system so fast. This root, I know from experience, this was going to be a good route for me. When I saw it, I said, oh, my God, I didn't think twice. I said, okay, I'm going to try it because you guys, folks, remember, I was pretty desperate at that time. I'm on a high risk. I had quadruple the number of inflammation in my body that you're supposed to have. That was scary. I was reading my own lab, so I told them to test again. I was like, this can't be right, but I look at the way I felt. I was a train wreck, and, it happened. So when it hit me, and I was depressed, down, I was just tore up. I could barely walk. I was crying. I had my husband rubbing lidocaine gel and all over my legs, and nerve pain was going crazy. I was a mess. I had to hire somebody to help me with my kids, and so it's terrible. So what happened was I started with the D. The D started to really perk me up. I felt it in my body. And, sometimes you will be able to just feel it that quick. You will feel a good feeling. You feel like you're relaxed. But what happened through the time, then all of a sudden the Slim, he said, guess what they have? Garcinia cambogia. They have it in the spray. I said, get out of here. Because I don't like to take those big pills. I don't like pills. But I have a drawer full of pills. I never thought I'd be that patient that went from one pill to probably about 20 a day.
Wow.
I took about that many pills, and so I was like, wow, man, I have to do something. Something has to happen soon. I prayed on it. We prayed. We praying family. So it's like we prayed, and Lord, he came with that spray, and I said, well, you know what? You got the Slim. I am taking it here. You can have all my Garcinia cambogia pills and anything else have. I'm going to take that spray. And so, because I'm not going to take no more pills. And so I started spraying. And before you knew it, I went back to the doctor. It was 2 weeks since I had saw him, my rheumatologist. And, you don't want to look at that scale, that heavy scale. You're just going to turn away. And that's what I did. I turned away. I went and looked at it. And they said, you lost like 10 pounds. What did you do since the last time you came in 2 weeks? I said, I didn't do nothing. How can I do something when my legs are swollen and my feet look like elephant feet? I can't do hip-hop abs, the stuff I was doing. I said, I can't do nothing. I was sitting down. And so all this time, so it was 6 weeks. Now, it took me like 6 weeks when I started the D, and then I started the Slim. And then when I started, after I lost that 10 pounds, I said, well, give me the other two. Give me the other two. I want to take all of those. Give me all of them because I need all of it. I said, honey, give me all of the sprays. And so he gave me all of the sprays. Look, I was spraying my heart out. I was spraying like it was a dance. I was spraying. And so then I 6 weeks came. I went back to the doctor. That man told me I lost 35 pounds. I said, get out of here. Because, see, I said, I'm not going to look. And I just want you to tell me how much weight I lost or if I'm staying at 10 pounds. Because I thought, I'm not going to lie, I was like, oh, I'm probably just going to plateau at this 10 pounds. And I went back, and he told me I lost 35 pounds in 6 weeks. And I said, get out of here. But I felt it. I saw my clothes because I told my rheumatologist. He was so happy because he's like, this is going to do so much for you because I couldn't take any diet pill. I couldn't move. So I was pretty much doomed being on prednisone too. But since then, I got off of, I'll let everybody know, I've gotten off of, I was on 3 blood pressure meds. I went from 1 to 3. And because my kidneys were affected, because my blood pressure just wasn't dropping from this condition, having hardly no vitamin D, and it wasn't getting into my system fast enough with the pill supplement. I was on that for 2 years taking pills, and it just creeped up. And that's a lot. I'm on 4,000 units a day. That's a lot, to take, and so it still didn't do anything for me. So basically, I've gotten off of 2 of my blood pressure meds. I'm only on 1 now because it started to drop so low, and I said, what's going on with me? It's dropping too low. It was because of the D spray. The D spray was bringing it down, and I was too low to where I was dizzy. I started to get dizzy and bump into stuff. I said, well, what's going on? I tested. I was so low, so they took me off of 1 first, and then I was still too low, so now they took off another one. So now I only have 1. I'm on 1, and soon to be like none. I've lost a total of about 45 pounds now. So total on the Slim, and probably some more because I haven't weighed in lately, so I'm pretty sure I could be up to 50 pounds by now because, I mean, things are like, I told my doctor I'm going to wear the same sweatsuit every time so it can be like a bag on me so you can see. So every time I come to you, I'm going to wear this sweatsuit so you can see me. But basically, that's what happened. My nerve pain, it went away miraculously. I didn't even realize it until one day I looked up and said, my legs aren't burning. I mean, folks, it felt like some chicken grease. People were throwing that on my legs at any time. And I could be standing up talking to Pastor Denise and say, well, Pastor, you look so lovely. Oh, my God, girl. You know, I would be, it would happen just that fast, Pastor, just like, boom, burning, out of control. And like my skin was going to fall off. I mean, Pastor, this pain was so bad. It was terrible. And I would be falling down with pain. And so that disappeared. And like, I get barely anything in it. And I know it's from the weight loss. I know it's from the D. I know it's from the Super 10. It with those antioxidants in your system. And I know, and that B, now let me tell you my new thing. I went to treatment. Usually I'm sick because it's just like having chemo, just a different medicine. I lasted, though, 8 weeks out. Usually I have treatment every 6, but I went 8 weeks. And, you know, I have to tell you guys, I wasn't even feeling bad in the 8 weeks. And so I think I could have actually went longer. So that means pretty soon I'm going to be off this treatment. I know it. But I'm nauseated. I'm tired. I'm very fatigued. That's how you are after treatment like this. And you're nauseated, throwing up. I said, you know what? This is the first treatment I'm going to have where I have that B vitamin. And it's in my system. But let me just take some, like, right before the treatment. And then I'm going to take some right before the IV bag finishes, you know. So right before it finished. And then I felt so good going in. I mean, I was looking like old sweatsuit. Like, I put on a sweatsuit. And, I would just feel like that. The day when I went to treatment last week, I had on a nice sundress. You know, I was looking cute. Plus, I had lost weight, honey. I was looking cute going to that treatment last week. And I was just all together. I had my music because I got some shows coming up. I got a show at Thunder Valley. I'm playing the Queen of Soul now. So I had to be like, I felt good. I mean, I jumped up out of that chair. I didn't get up like I was 81 years old. I just got up, and I was so happy and smiling, and I was singing to the people, and the rest of the people at the treatment, I should have just took out the beat and started playing them all. That's what I should have did. But I got home, Pastor, and everybody was looking at me. My nanny was like, you ready to lay down? Okay, I'm going to have the boys for you. I'm going to do this. I said, girl, no. Get off your feet. Take a break. You don't have to do nothing. The kids ain't even home yet. Let's just do something. You know, I'm not fine. I'm not, and everybody was looking at me like I was crazy. Like, you're not tired? You're not ready to go lay down? I said, no, it's a nice day. Let's go sit in the back or something. Let's have a mimosa or something. You know, I was that upbeat, and then the ultimate happened. And this is, I'm gonna close it out with this. With my situation, my diagnosis, having that much inflammation in your body is very lethal. You can have heart disease. Pretty much it's fatal. I was on the verge of getting cancer, and this time in my colon. So I watched my levels of inflammation, and I compared them. I compared because I have all my labs, and I'll bring them to show. I'm going to show Mel and Amy these labs. And so I'm going to bring these labs to TED University. But I looked back last year, and I see my levels on that D supplement, on the pills, and I prayed to the Lord last night. I said, please forgive me for dispensing all these chemicals to these people for 7 years. And I did do that work. But I said, I looked at them. I just got my labs I looked in January to now. And so I started on the D I believe at that time. And so the levels went down tremendously taking the D spray. And I've been taking those pills for 2 years now. So I got on this spray, and I saw the drop And I had like labs all on the table. I said, look, honey, to look at all the changes and look at from the time I took the spray, look at the drop. And you know what? Last week, Pastor, and everybody, 10 family, I am like, I believe, a point away from being in normal range now with my inflammation. Just from taking this 10 spray. I am now, folks, in the clear of cancer because I had it already. And it was because of these sprays. Now I can stand up and I can be with my babies. And now I'm going to give these sprays to my kids because they have autism. And if I would have known about this, probably it might still help my kids. And they both have autism. And so this is really serious. And so that's why I'm spreading the word. And last night, those people invited me to come back. They hugged me and they said, please, please come back and give your testimony because we need everybody to hear you. Because we need to get everybody on this product. Because there's something, and God made this possible for this product to exist, and it's the truth. And as many people that I can touch with this product, I am. Because that's what I do anyway. I touch people. Like I said, whether with song or just in the medical, I'm caring for a lot of folks. And I'm going to tell everybody I can. I don't sell my sprays. I give my sprays away to help people. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to thank Mel and Amy when I see them. I'm going to hug them. I'm going to dance for them. I'm going to sing for them. I'm going to show them, that this is what these sprays do. This is what you do it to somebody's life. And now I'm entertaining again. I'm about to play the Queen of Soul, you guys, on this Saturday at Thunder Valley Casino. Don Joseph and the Super 10 team there will be in the house to cheer me on. Even though Broadnex from Reno, too. Hey, old Broadnex. They're going to be in the house to cheer to cheer me on, and I'm so grateful, and I'm thankful to you, Pastor, too, for having me on. I'm so grateful. Got a little emotional, but it's an emotional thing,
It is, and now you got me emotional, so now I can't talk. So Pastor Dale, come on, Pastor Dale, I need you to come on, Miss Samantha. That is incredible. I mean,
Well, I tell you, Samantha, what an amazing story of your journey before and after being on the product, just to hear one thing after the other, where doctors was just treating the symptom, and nobody was really getting down to the root cause of what your ailment was. And to see how when you take what God's pharmacy has for you, when you take what He has made naturally, your body knows what to do with it. And your body, just like you're talking about, you're singing, and you're going to sing and dance for Mel and Amy, your body is singing and dancing because it's got the right stuff in there that's helping them. So your cells are just singing and dancing and saying, hallelujah, finally we got the right stuff to work with, And it's changing your body. It's changing your health. And, boy, what an amazing story that you and Terry had. Terry, I saw that little picture by the pool, man. Got his sexy back. He was still away from those late night tacos, man. But just a fabulous story. I love hearing these stories. This is why my wife and I do this business. It is a business, and so we do it for to make money ultimately to change our lives financially. But I tell you, our goal is to touch 100,000 people like Terry and Samantha. Give them a choice. Give them an option. Because, guys, for the most part, they're not getting these options. They don't even know that these options exist out there because they're getting their information from one source. And that one source, make their money off of prescription drugs. So we got to make sure, guys, that we give them a choice. And thank God for the doctors who are holistic doctors as well and believe in herbs and nutrition. We need more of those kind of doctors as well. But thank you for your stories today, guys. And just remember, what we're doing is we're sharing with people the opportunity to make a choice, a better choice for their health. And when they do, they choose 10. that they can win with 10 and feel like a super 10. Thank you, Samantha and Terry.
Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. Terry, Whitener, did you have anything to address to Pastor Dale? I know he commented about you there with some tacos at night.
I wished I could. I will cut down to 2, and not every week, but yeah, I've got to do that. But Samantha's story is just awesome.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say. But these sprays are just fantastic. I love them. And I thank God that Mel and Amy put this together and that I was introduced to it because, like I said, it has changed my life. I knew nothing about vitamin D, and now my level is at 114. I mean, that's just fantastic. So thank you for having me on, and look forward to sharing again.
Thank you, Terry. And Samantha and Terry, I think that when we get to 10 University, I think we're all going to have a dance with you. I can't wait, till we get there, and I can't wait to meet you and all the other wonderful voices I've heard on the call. Some of you I haven't met. We haven't even met each other. So 10 University is for us to all come together to put the face to the wonderful voices and the testimony that we hear on this call daily.
Yeah. I mean, a 10 family reunion.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's going to be. I'm still trying to keep myself together because your testimony is just so beautiful. It's just so wonderful to hear, that you're dancing and you're laughing and you got your life back, and now you have to pray for your children. You can give them to your children. As we heard on the call. Yeah, we heard on the call the other day with Pat that, vitamin D is needed for children with autism. So, this is wonderful things that are happening here. And I just thank you so much for sharing your story. I look forward to meeting you at 10 University, and everyone else is going to be there. Guys, come on, let's get together there with Melanie and Miguel and just come together and just embrace one another and share all these life-changing stories that are happening and be the agent that make a change in the world. People are listening and wanting what we have. I mean, look at how people are just getting their life back just from taking simple vitamin sprays. And I can witness to that because it gave me my life back. And I just signed up my cousin the other day, and I'm just looking at the change it's going to make in her life. And I just know, and I can't wait to hear her story, her testimony, when she starts taking the sprays and get her business up and going. So you guys continue to spread the word, get it out there, because people need what we have. They need it. So make sure you are making it your business every day to tell someone. I don't care if you know them or not. Go to the grocery store, go to the gas station, go to 7-Eleven, go to CVS, go your neighborhood, your neighbors, go everywhere you can and just share the beauty of what's happening with these natural vitamin sprays. People need them to enhance their health. So let's go to Atlanta, Georgia with Kevin Vaughn. Can you please bring us our quote for today, sir?
Absolutely. Can you hear me okay, Pastor Denise?
Yes, sir. You're loud and clear.
Now, this is what I'm talking about, Samantha and Terry. Wow, I just thank God. That's all I can say about that. Just thank God. All I know, ladies and gentlemen, I listen all around the world, God wants you healthy, and He wants you to prosper and be in good health as your soul prosper. I do know that much, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm excited about this call today. Samantha, incredible. So proud of you. Excited for you. There's more to come. Terry, we love you, man. You are awesome. Hey, the quotes today, ladies and gentlemen, and we want to thank, of course, Melanie and Miguel. I can't wait for y'all to see Melanie and Miguel. For those who have not met them at 10 University, you are going to be blown away, and you make sure that you thank them. I know you will, but make sure you thank Melanie when you see them real soon. Hey, the quotes of the day are related to the team. We got the best team on the planet, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale. We got the best team on the planet, Samantha and Terry. The first quote of the day comes from Henry Ford. He says, coming together is a beginning. We've done that. Keeping together is progress. We're doing that. Working together is success. We're doing that also. Our next quote is from Michael Jordan. He says, talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence wins championships. And believe me, ladies and gentlemen, we got the right team, and we're bringing on more team players, and we are going to win the entire championship of health and wellness around the globe. The last quote of the day, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm excited for you, is there are 3 types of workers. Those who get things done. That's you. Those who watch things get done, that's the other person. And those who wonder how much got done, that's those who did not get in 10. Back to you, Pastor. I'm excited. Welcome to the future.
Thank you.
Wow. I love it, Terry. I love it. All right, Pastor D, you want to close it out? You able? You ready?
Okay, here we go, family. It has been beautiful. Love it. And to be back on the call tomorrow morning. What is today? Thursday. Let's not forget to join Mr. T tonight, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Show Me the Money call. Those who want to learn how to really maximize the comp plan, Mr. T is there tonight, along with some great leaders to share the benefits of our compensation plan, as well as testimonies and about the company. And then please join right after that at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. The beautiful Pat Mills and her handsome husband Ed will be on at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time to talk about more testimonies and the product and the company. So be on the calls, get your guests on the calls, and listen to the wonderful things that are happening around the world. And find out where a TTP is in your neighborhood tonight and be there. There's not one, then get one together. Start planning right now. It'll be ready by 7 o'clock. If you're in the Maryland, Washington, Virginia area, Pastor Dale and I are doing the TTP tonight in Atlanta, Maryland. So looking forward to all of you all that's in the region to be here tonight. 7 o'clock p.m. And Nikisha Bond, for those who want to see the presentation, you want to ask some questions. Nikisha Bond will give a presentation, a live broadcast presentation at 10:30 p.m. Pacific. I'm sorry, 7:30 p.m. Pacific. It'll be 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can join Nikisha tonight and see a live presentation broadcast, and also get some questions answered. You'll be able to chat with her on the chat box, and that is tonight. So check your calendar of event. Check the Facebook page for all the postings and all the links to find out where everything is. And get out there and make it happen. Okay, family, let's close this call. It's been phenomenal. Samantha, love you, sweetheart. Thank you so very much. And Terry Whitener, stay away from taco, all right? Be back on the call tomorrow morning, family, 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And know this. Come on, everyone stay with me. Know this, guys. You are loved and greatly appreciated.
That's right.
That's it. God bless you all.